Hey guys, hope you're enjoying watching this video. Please stay tuned to the very end for a cool surprise. Stick around and find out.
Griffith was born on June 1, 1926 in Mount Airy, North Carolina, the only child of Carl Lee Griffith and his wife, Geneva. As a baby, Griffith lived with relatives until his parents could afford to buy a home. In 1929, when Griffith was 3, his father began working as a helper or carpenter and purchased a home in Mount Airy's blue-collar South Side. Griffith grew up listening to music. By the time he entered school, he was well aware that he was from what many considered the wrong side of the tracks. He was a shy student, but once he found a way to make his peers laugh, he began to come out of his shell and come into his own.
1954, March 1954. And I saw this thin man mouthing what it was football. That's a monologue that I wrote in 1952. And made a record of it.
We've been waiting on you. Yeah, something's come up.
What?
Well, yesterday there's a fella selling stuff over at the filling station.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, me and Floyd got gypped. See this radio I bought? It don't play no more.
It don't. And this watch, look at that second hand. It's spinning around like a pinwheel.
It's going crazy, all right.
Well, you sure you didn't drop that watch? I can't imagine that fella cheating you.
Sheriff's office. Oh, yeah, just a second. Don't look.
Hi, honey, what's up? Huh? Well, what about the fur? Well, don't cry, honey. Well, we'll go and talk to the fellow. Please don't cry. Don't shake it anymore. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Yep. All right, bye.
Fur's starting to fall out, right? That fella's probably a million miles from here now.
Oh, no. He's still here. Just up the block.
You fellas going back to work. We'll take care of this.
So, Bart, you know something, Ange? Merchandise could be hot. Stolen goods.
As a student at Mount Airy High School, Griffith cultivated an interest in the arts, and he participated in the school's drama program. A growing love of music, particularly swing, would change his life. Griffith was raised Baptist and looked up to Ed Mickey, a minister at Grace Moravian Church, who led the brass band and taught him to sing and play the trombone. Mickey nurtured Griffith's talent throughout high school until graduation in 1944. Griffith was delighted when he was offered a role in The Lost Colony by Paul Green, a play about Roanoke Island still performed today. He performed as a cast member of the play for several years, playing a variety of roles, until he finally landed the role of Sir Walter Raleigh. He attended the University of North Carolina, UNC, in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and graduated with a Bachelor of Music degree in 1949. He began college studying to be a Moravian preacher, but he changed his major to music and became a part of the school's Carolina Playmakers. At UNC, he was president of the UNC chapter of Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia, America's oldest fraternity.
No.
How did it come out, Andy?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard to explain. Part of it is myself, and part of it we made up. Everything we said on the show, we ever said we believed. I'm talking about all of us that put the shows together.
Yeah.
And I suppose that's what made it work. We never went for something we didn't believe.
Yeah.
And it was a good 8 years for me, I'll tell you that.
He also played roles in several student operettas, including The Chimes of Normandy, 1946, and Gilbert and Sullivan's The Gondoliers, 1945, The Mikado, 1948, and HMS Pinafore, 1949. After graduation, he taught music and drama for a few years at Goldsboro High School in Goldsboro, North Carolina, where he taught, among others, Carl Cassell. Andy Griffith is best known for his starring roles in two very popular television series, The Andy Griffith Show, 1960, and Matlock, 1986. Griffith earned a degree in music from the University of North Carolina. In the 1950s, he became a regular on The Ed Sullivan Show, 1948, and The Steve Allen Plymouth Show, 1956. He was featured in the Broadway play No Time for Sergeants, 1955, for which he received a Tony nomination.
From North Carolina.
And
my son, people ask him about me. Yeah, I don't know how old your kid is.
10.
Well, in just a little while, he won't want to admit it. My son's 14, and they say, "Is your dad on television?" No.
What causes that change?
Oh,
They
they
wanna
want to be
divorce
their
themselves from
own.
the
They want to
popular
be their
culture.
own individual.
Yeah.
And my kid wants to be his own man, and he doesn't want me to interfere with it.
His film debut was in the provocative and prophetic A Face in the Crowd, 1957, in which Griffith gave a performance that has been described as stunning.
That's why it comes up that guys like you say, well, these guys are all right on television, but what are they going to mean in a nightclub? See, that's the thing. People have been burnt by, see, there are an awful lot of nightclub of actors that started out as nightclub performers, like Jerry, like Don, and like myself. And so, you know, that first instant that they look at you, that's all right. You know, you don't have to do anything for that first instant. But after that instant's over, you better have a good joke to tell.
Well, you say you started nightclubs a long time ago. I'm sure that many people who know you strictly as a sheriff would like very much...
It generated some successful spin-offs, and the original is still seen in reruns to this day. Griffith created his own production company in 1972, which produced several movies and television series. In 1981, he was nominated for an Emmy for his portrayal in Murder in Texas. In 1983, Griffith was stricken with Guillain-Barré syndrome, but he recovered after rehabilitation. In 1986, he produced and starred in the very successful television series Matlock, 1986. The series spawned numerous television movies as well. When he accepted the People's Choice Award for the series, he said this was his favorite role. Andy Griffith died at age 86 of a heart attack in his home in Dare County, North Carolina on July 3, 2012.
For more information on the giveaway, the link is in the below video. Thank you, and have a good day.